Yeah. What's the series on that? Might be on YouTube. Might put it on YouTube.
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission.
You make the lobby. Oh, yeah, I'm on there. What happened? Hit the wrong button.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound. It's the Pac-Man, making his way to the ring, a man that doesn't even need an introduction. An absolute legend. What hasn't Pac-Man done? One of the most recognizable boxers in the history of the sport.
This is going to be an intense step.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed...
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
People are arguing about this in the street, the pubs, and the bars.
The Filipino shirt. Okay.
And there's the bell to start round one. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. So far, the offense has been better than the defense. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
That one will count. Good counter punch. Oh, what a punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than you.
Oh, a little rope-a-dope here. Misses with the jab. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You are fighting the Swarmer. Be smart, be sharp. Concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that Swarmer, once you do that, you're giving a man a chance that shouldn't have one.
He moved. They were stopping now.
Jab slightly off target. Beautiful counter punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Holla back. Holla back. Y'all move it.
I promise you, all three judges.
What we did right here?
On to the second round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store
We're
for us
staring
here.
about it.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last
Some
round.
people believe that.
Works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that
Dude.
hands down.
Why you think that?
Misses with the straight left.
It look like that.
A perfect counter lands. He scores with the counter.
Put that right there.
You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
You have got long arms and you're the bigger fighter. You've got to keep them out there, because you're not good at fighting up close and personal. Very, very good fighters can do that. Very, very good big fighters can do that. But use the jab, use the reach, and use the end of shot power.
Nice counter. Straight right just misses. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Nice counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Both men step back for just a moment. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. Counter shot lands. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. There's a counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Catch and shoot.
Good over back there. Take him up. Good over. Good over.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Good. Watch it. Good. Watch it.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring.
There's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter punch caught him clean. A perfect counter shot. Good counter punching. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. They exchange punches. He misses with that straight left. Punch, counter punch. Fantastic punch. Beautiful counter shot. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Bag him up. Keep your body. Let's see. Bag him up. Stay right. Bag him up. Bag him up.
Nice punch. Nice counter shot. Just misses with that uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a good round. I like it.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
If it's
not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
And that hook misses. They miss with the jab. Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. These two were made for each other. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use pain over brawn.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Just misses with that left uppercut. Caution being thrown to the wind. Nice counter punch. Straight right just misses. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. And he scores with the counter.
Y'all know what I did to it.
Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
He gotta keep his pants. He gotta keep his pants.
Sometimes there's no doubt. This is the beginning of round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter lands. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Don't get trigger happy because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. A perfect counter lands.
And there is no way. Come on.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One punch could change everything in this battle. The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
They throw a shot, they get countered. Perfect punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punches coming from every angle. He threw a punch and just got countered. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
A perfect counter lands. Through the straight left, but it won't score. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Catch and shoot. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you got to do is you got to frustrate.
This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. So that's that. The referee's made his judgment, and we carry on. Swing and a miss with that jab. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Right uppercut just off target. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Through the hook, didn't land. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Just missing with the uppercut.
Oh, box you good.
So far, Johnny.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
The jab not finding its target. There's a counter shot. That uppercut doesn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the top. And we enter the night. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the...
Crawford got hit hard and down he goes. And look at that shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Oh, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let two shots go and it's just bouncing
You
up
talk
and
about some don't swing at me. Talk about some don't swing at me.
It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Threw the left uppercut, but it misses. You'd like to see more jabs. Left uppercut doesn't score. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. And he's final 10 seconds here unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
Y'all see what happened last week.
For sure with the knockdown.
I love the response though. Got back.
We've made it to round 10. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
That right hook won't score. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Block the left there. Incredible work rate. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant. And there's the bell for round 11. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
So much for being a good sport here. They're going to taunt. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork, that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Miss with that jab. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Can they figure out the combination to this save?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best of the best. Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that jab. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Misses with the straight left. Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. He dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Well, if this trainer... There's the bell for round 12. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment? And down goes Crawford. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Look at his corner. Look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down. Make the most of the count. Get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
Misses with the straight left. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
That's it.
As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it. Let's watch it again.
I need to see that again.
Mm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Another scoring shot there. And he blocks the left uppercut. And he scores with the counter. He blocks the uppercut. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.